I said I was taking dollars. I said I was taking dollars. This guy wanted me to be, want me to be too loud. Well, anyway, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. What I was gonna do, we're gonna put cameras all over this property. We're gonna go to Walmart, get a box of cameras for $25 each a camera, and put a camera on every corner of this cube of a house, a log cabin. And then we're gonna put a camera down the basement of the log cabin, so nobody drags no dead bodies down there and trying to get away with it. Then we'll take the cameras, we'll put the cameras all over the red lights of the car, put a couple cameras all over the white lights of the car. Put a couple cameras over the glass of the car. Put a couple cameras over the metal of the car. Put a couple cameras all over the wheels of the car, and inside the car, and down the engine of the car, and in the trunk of the car, and all over the insides of the seats of the car. And put a couple cameras all over the steering wheel in the car, inside the glove box in the car, so I don't have no drugs in the car. Then we're gonna take them cameras and we're gonna put the damn cameras inside the bear house, outside the cabin. And then we're gonna get in the car and drive down the street and leave the house alone for a little while and watch deer go bicycle house. Now we're gonna watch some guy coming around breaking my house. I'm gonna keep him on camera. Get to the police and he goes to order. Well, guess what? He won the prison, but he just treated him properly. Wouldn't it be nicer if you could just find out what that man's will was? We go back, talk to the guy, and he just pulled away when the police show up. And then come talk to the guy and say, hey, what's up? I say, I'll let you go trying to break in my house if you stop wearing cameras. You put up any of these cameras and you put cameras on the shit that's yours, then you go ahead and wear damn cameras, and then you go ahead and go off and you do the same thing, get people in trouble all the time for the things that they do wrong. Now that's the occupation for you. That's your occupation. And now these glasses that I'm also giving you do something, give you an occupation. You ain't homeless no more. You can log into whatever you want. No. You can log into Applebee's.com, hire me. You can hop into IHOP, hire me, got a job. You can get into Walmart, hire me, got a job. And guess what? These glasses have the training you need. Once you learn, once you go through, if you're not too slow and you can follow it, and even if the programs for the glasses are slow, for the ones that have Down syndrome, or autism, or bipolar, or something, or rental or a little bit like Mr. One on Forrest Gump. If you're anything like that, you better believe these glasses can go a little like that for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, they go a little bit like that for you. So you can do something like passing a burger, you know, maybe putting the ketchup on, and doing the mustard, and the salt and the pepper, the special seasoning. If you can remember that, it's alright if you don't. Special seasoning too difficult. That's alright, salt and pepper's good enough. You know what goes on sandwich, right? Anyway, and what you can handle, taking out maybe some trash, or something like that. You take out some trash, do something like that, and Down syndrome, something like that. You can make occupations for anybody in the world. You can put training. Picture this, HoloLens glasses can put 3D images anywhere in your room or anywhere in your space, depending on not how far away it is or not anything in particular that can put 3D images all over your area of sight. It might as well be putting light straight into your brain. It's a little shield that goes in between your eyes and the environment, and it allows you to add light. Add literally shapes, geometry, math, art, everything. It can add motion video. It can add still video. It can add a representation of sound. Okay, so when you have HoloLens, alright. When you have HoloLens, you have more. But when you add HoloLens on OLED, because what I'm talking about is what I saw from Harvard.
What I saw from Harvard looked like a pair of stupid square glasses that looked cheap and retarded. Stupid square glasses with two OLEDs just jammed in them and a wire coming off the back side of it. And it was just an OLED display, 85% transparent. Me, myself, I'd rather have one of those than OLED's $3,000 piece of junk. Whatever computer's on it's probably not even as fast as an Odroid quad-core and doesn't have any ports. And the cameras are ridiculous because I want to have at least 20 cameras on my glasses. 23 was my first prototype. HoloLens is a piece of junk, and so is Google Glass in my own reality. So anyway, if you did have HoloLens, then the best part about it would be the OLED display, or whatever they're using to make their transparent display. Because it's not opaque on one side of it, it's definitely clear on the other side of it. If it's camera-based, it's doing it electronically. However it's done, I don't know. You would think somebody like Microsoft would be using an organic LED. Now, you put a camera to pick up your environment, and you have databases that are on fast networks, like fast cellular networks and fast fiber optic networks like Google and Microsoft, and any cloud-based service. Then you can start doing the programming with the data that goes into the databases. The people that do that kind of thing could be saving people's lives with keyboards and mice, and organizing where people go with keyboards and mice. Literally, the people with the keyboards and mice would be like World of Warcraft is Earth all at once. So people that are working for the government and people that are working for humanity, service-wise or paid for by governments, so government contracts and corporations, would be literally, you would think they would be trying to save lives. If their motive was not to save lives, then they might be off camera, and that might be the problem. So there would be certain people trying to get people on camera, people that didn't want to be on camera. Because in reality, there should be a policy that everybody should be on camera. And that's my belief. I don't see why God allows there to be awareness all around us and among all of everything that has anything to do with us, if we can't even put ourselves on cameras, and we can only put 2 cameras on each cell phone and keep them off. I believe that's pathetic. I believe our computers have cameras that are off. I believe that's pathetic. I believe that we have HoloLens glasses that have 2 cameras, and I don't know how often they're on. Google Glass, same deal. I don't like movies. I like reality. I really think we should be living Avatar and living different movies. If you want to create a field full of zombies, then go ahead. Do it for real. Hey, Mikey. I'm sorry that I have such a dynamic way of communicating with people. This is the first time I've tried to speak my ideas to the world. I don't know what your reaction is going to be. Like I said before earlier in this video, probably about an hour back, that I want you to take me as a barking dog. I don't want you to label my words and relate them to other things and give feedback. I'm not interested in your thoughts. This was an expression made to be an expression, and I'm not doing your jobs. So please, if you want to comment or put a thumbs down, please leave it alone. If you want to give a thumbs up, I really don't care what you do. I don't care about that either. I just want this to be heard. Because when I think about technology, I think about what it could really do with the amount of parts that we can already manufacture. It's just not being done the right way. If anybody out there could please hear this and let me know why we don't do it any other way. I mean, you know that the waves of negative karma that go around this whole planet come from unawareness and from lack of ability to communicate and have mirror neurons with each other and have problems be resolved with each other, or have reasonable possibilities and ancient traditions being able to adapt to new things. You know, it's just obvious And if you think about the definition of God compared to an excessive amount of cameras and databases, which are like memory. Cameras, eyes, databases, memory, OLED, just another sense, or actually could be a action as well, or a thought. You know, computers are not going to manifest as androids like iRobot or Terminator. They will manifest as additions to our bodies, as cybernetics. Throw biometrics out the door. Cybernetics is what we need. Biometrics is just it's a big joke. It's a big waste of our time. Cybernetics is what we need. Permanent solutions that don't break down and don't get replaced to make money. There's got to be a way to keep the brain alive. I already know we can use atomizers for our tongue and nose that taste like any chemical that we can create already. I smoked spice. Sound and vision, they are not hard to reproduce. It is the other three senses that are hard to reproduce. Skin.
You still fucking chatting?
Skin, acupuncture, don't stop it.
I'm not, I'm looking.
Acupuncture.
An hour and a half.
Acupuncture connected to the internet, that would be the hardest one to create because it would require a whole suit to wear. But atomizers for the tongue and atomizers for the nose, for smell and taste, are not hard to create. Sound and vision allow us to wear a suit like in StarCraft 2 or StarCraft in Blizzard, you know, where we wear a suit and we're good. So you get down in your atomizer suit where it's got pins and needles in it. It's connected to the internet so you can feel whatever you want at any time and still move your body. Make it small enough that you can still manipulate certain things. Well, maybe we have to have a couple bigger keyboards because our fingers are a little bit thicker because we have acupuncture connected to our fingers in between. And we just get a bigger keyboard, type on a larger keyboard, but have accelerated fingers because we'd have motors on our fingers. Why are we building robots without adding it to our flesh? Or we could have canisters that support the brain and are just robots that run off of the nerves that we could connect to the... See, this is my question for scientists. They know this stuff. They know the answers to why this stuff can't be done. You know, now everything that I've said previous to the ideas I just mentioned a second ago, those things can be done. Maybe the results of the things that I said, that what those results will be, might not be accurate. But as far as the only thing that I really think is fully true about this whole document is I want to mess with lots of cameras, lots of OLEDs at different sizes, big OLEDs, oval OLEDs, line OLEDs, which I have those two lights, like LED strips and stuff like that, and did I say cameras? And I also like microphones, triangulated microphones. Say you put a microphone on your, where an Indian would have their dot, and then you put two microphones on your ears. That's triangulated microphonism. So if you're standing straight up, you'd be able to tell where a sound is coming from by triangulating the sound latency. That's always fun. This thing that I was trying to put together got me false statement about a bomb. The equipment I put in my bag would impress people on the street, but the fire marshal saw that I was bipolar and autistic and was doing misdemeanors like disturbing the peace and what was the other one? Disorderly conduct in public. Not sexually, but not recently. Sorry about that. Anyway, false statement about a bomb, about the equipment I was carrying with me. So, Nelson's Gadgets Internet Cafe is going to have connections, obviously, before it gets any further off the ground. So I'm going to have to be going public with my ideas. That's something I'm forced to do. That's what this whole thing is about. It's one of the reasons I'm speaking into a microphone right now, telling you in whatever way I can, even if you don't like who I am or my dynamics. I'm telling you this is what I think. This is what I know, I think. Even though it might not be correct. This is my starting point. And I'm having a lot of fun talking in the microphone right now. For the first time in my life, I feel like my journal is not going to be a closed book, never to be read. I don't know. I didn't tell you the sources of... I guess I could tell you a story about my history. When I was young, I used to take everything apart. I once hit the age of 9 or 8, and my dad gave me a clear, transparent telephone to take apart. And I don't know why he did that. He didn't say. I asked him. He didn't say anything. I just thought that was a little bit strange that he would hand me a transparent telephone to take apart, that I've always taken everything else apart already. Well, I looked at that telephone and I saw some things I needed inside. But it wouldn't have mattered if it was taken apart or not. I would have known what was inside a telephone anyway. Seeing that they were in there, I took the transparent telephone apart, and that was that. My dad had a Kenwood stereo. In my videos on YouTube, that Kenwood speaker is still alive somewhere. I don't remember where it went. But the stereo itself is a pile of garbage parts just laying everywhere.
Hey!
What's up? I'm on this mic. You're being recorded. This is the recording for OLED TVs. Technology. Technology.
Technology?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just looking.
Oh yeah? Okay, hold on.